All right, guys, so we're going to continue talking about comparing fractions. The most important part about comparing fractions is making sure that you draw the same shape so it's easy to see what fraction is bigger. So, for example, if I'm comparing 2/4 and 1/4, if I draw a square, if I draw a square here on this side, I need to draw a square on this side. And we look here, we see the bottom number is 4, so I'm going to cut it into 4 equal pieces. We look here, it's the same denominator. I'm going to cut this piece into 4, okay? Here it says that 2 out of 4 pieces we're talking about. So I have 2 out of 4 here. And over here, we see that we're talking about 1 out of 4 pieces. So here's 1 out of 4 pieces. So if you were going to eat a cake and you could have 2 pieces out of 4 pieces or 1 piece out of 4 pieces, which one is more? By looking at this number, we see that 2 is more than 1. So we would have our alligator teeth, which we've talked about, open to 2/4. And the way we say that is 2/4 is greater than 1/4. So let's erase that, and I haven't quite figured out how to erase the whole board yet, so you're just going to have to be a little bit patient while I erase this. And let's try another one. So if we're talking about thirds, a really nice way to do thirds is to do circles. So if we talk about 1/3 and 2/3, if we draw circles, and in a previous video I had talked about how when you do thirds, the best way to do it is to draw a capital Y. And if you have a scrap piece of paper at your house, it's really good to give this a try. See how I did a circle and then I did a capital Y in the middle? It's hard to make it exactly the same size, but just try to make it so that all the pieces are almost the same size, okay? So we see that I cut each one of these circles into 3 pieces because that's what the denominator is 3. So here I have 1/3. So I have colored in 1 piece out of 3 pieces. 1/3 of the circle is colored in. And then over here, it says 2/3, so I'm going to color in 2 pieces. 1, 2/3. So if we're comparing those fractions, I want you to look at those and which one is more. If you see these two, would you rather have this piece, one piece out of 3? If it was like, say, a cookie cake, or would you rather have, or a pizza, would you rather have 2/3? Well, I'm pretty hungry, so I'd rather have 2 pieces out of 3 than 1 piece out of 3. So we would say that 1/3 is less than, this is less than 2/3.